Oh, what's going on? Oh my gosh, I'm excited to get back in the courtroom, bro. Oh, okay, it's this trial former, which means that there's gonna be a trial ladder as well, which means this shit's probably gonna take a while. But I'm ready. I got time. Oh, yes. My throat's not ready. 9:41. Dude, I would hate to wake up this early for some trial. Is this what jury duty is like? So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. We don't know anything. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. Morning. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? Her voice is trash. It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. Oh, bullshit. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye, We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. That man Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. Exclamation point. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. Okay. Damn, we talked for like 12 minutes. 10 a.m. His voice hurts my throat. But we gotta do it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet, the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. That's what I'm saying. You didn't need to make it this long, Capcom. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? His voices make me tired. It takes a lot of energy. Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Oh, let's go. Officer Meekins. Sir. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir. Meek Mills? My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. Fuck me. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what would... Sir, I'm what you would call a younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Okay. Oh my god. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. What if that's Jake Marshall? Oh my god, I just thought of that. I'll put that, like, I'll pin that on the fridge for now. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need to hear is what I need here is more info to work with. Yeah, let's press. Always. Always. Let's press him. Officer Meekins. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. X. Now, there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant not many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed, huh? I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I love this tune, dude. I plan on using it for the channel. Like, in future videos, not even Ace Attorney related. But I have been using it for, like, the end of my Ace Attorney videos. This is so funny. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Then why did you just say that you were tasked with guarding the evidence room? I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. You just said in your testimony that you were tasked with guarding the evidence room, not the Blue Badger. I'm confused. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is being oh, is used twice. Okay, I could have swore that was like Edgeworth. I know Bruce Goodman's is 5842189, but I thought Edgeworth was that. He is on here twice. He's on here around the time... Well, that's curious. That's dumb Who's... Okay, hold on. Okay, twice. One at 4:50 and the other at 5:14. That's... I'm confused. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Ooh. Ooh, because he never did say what time that happened. That is not Bruce Goodman. Bruce Goodman was dead in Edgeworth's truck. So whoever was in the evidence room was not Bruce Goodman. Ooh. I guarantee you it's Jake Marshall. It is. Yep. IDs, yep. Data added to that. Can I check that? Please? Hold on. Hold on. I just want to look at it. I don't want to present it. I just want to look at it. I just want to look at it. I never did look at this, did I? Ooh, ooh. He was about to write his ID number, but he didn't. Lost item report. Bruce Goodman was murdered. He wasn't like dirty at all. No way. No way. Wow. Okay. I was only doing what I was oh, okay, suddenly I was attacked. Okay. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool with your hand, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. I fought for my life, then I did it. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife. I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. See. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then... Ooh, his blood. Ooh, interesting. Then, the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir! Oh, shit. After that, I passed out, till another officer smacked me awake. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh my god. Oh, right. According to the reports from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. Ooh, 15 minutes after the supposed murder. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Oh, the Blue Badger. Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? That's what I'm saying. He's got a point. So did two people actually die? He didn't actually kill him, did he? He's not even dead. I'm confused. Hold on. Yes, Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Ooh. Oh. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Why wasn't I told about this? Yeah. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Excuse me. I apologize for yawning. Oh my god. Oh my god, that scared me. Ooh. Okay, so I saw the glove fall out of the locker. So that's Bruce Goodman. Dude, this is some whack animation. So the glove fell out of the locker, as in the glove was in Bruce Goodman's... Oh! 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 He said, oh no! This is heat. Wait, go back. 1715. Okay, yep, this is around the time of the murder. No way! Dude, whoever that is was really giving hands to Meekins. Was that there the whole time? I'd be big sweat. Oh my gosh. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Video from the security camera placed in the evidence room. I need to watch that back again. Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room and some sort of, Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Oh, really? I didn't even have to, like, cross-examine that first one. Mystery Man. His face can't clearly be seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Okay. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean... God, these voices shake a lot out of me. The victim at the crime scene would have to be Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Hold on. I have to look over my court record. Stop it. This is for sure Goodman's ID. Are you sure? Like, this still hasn't come into play yet. Ooh, there's a light above it. And there isn't clothing hanging out of that first locker. Look, the glove falls out of there. The locker's already open. The light above it is on. That's what that means, right? That's so trash. I just realized the flag is like following the face like that. That's crazy. The blue badger doesn't get moved. How did that bloody handprint get there? That's such a troll thing. Look at that first locker. See, something's hanging out of it now. Whose locker is that? Left in the evidence, the print had been wiped. Is this that first one? That would be him closing it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. His locker was open when the video started. You saw that. Okay. His face can't clearly be seen in the video. Was Detective Goodman, sir? I mean, he opened the locker which required Detectives Goodman fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably... Okay. Let me go ahead and save. But let me actually contradict him with this tape real quick. Because it's open already. That's what I'm saying, like... Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? Whoa. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Objection! Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out. He would want me to point it out. Okay, I read that wrong. Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. Shut up. This is one of those things I was talking about. Like, all these new features just because of the Nintendo DS. Relax. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? That's what I'm saying.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the
The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins? Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Why are you playing the music? You see what I mean? Like, it's just background music. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match... Okay, that's Detective Gumshoe's locker. The light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. That's dumb creepy. Look, the light is on. Can you point that out? Please? Ooh, that first one isn't though. So someone had to open that. That's Jake Marshall, dude, come on. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Why? The light is on, bruh. Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. I'm not gonna do that. Look at him tilted like that.
What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. How so? But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut. Oh, the glove was keeping it open. No way! That's tight. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this is... Let me save. This isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Emma, help me out. Emma, I need your help. I need your help right now. Emma, please. Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system yeah, see the glove? Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the...
Okay, fast forward, please. Like, I don't... Go faster. Stop. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Thank you for not playing the music. Golly. That first locker doesn't have cloth in it, bro. I'm just saying. Yep.
What's this? Something white fell out of the lock.
How do you know it's white? Like, it's black and white footage. Could be a different color. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distance. We can't be sure that an item was completely inside the locker to begin with. God, I'm gassy.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Thank you for not playing the music. Again. Why do we have to, like... Can't we just look at the timestamp and realize that, like... You can start it right here, 1440. Bloop. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of the patrol vehicle, sir. Instead, the door closing,
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It's rubber. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene,
there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean I think I finally got this figured out. Let's get it. I did not think that.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence?
What was this insulator that was stuck between the, thing? Take that! I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that that was in the victim's locker.
Oh my gosh. You're dunce. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir. I can't say order in his voice anymore. This shit hurts.
So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
How so? Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense was merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? I swear if he calls Jake Marshall... Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course. Is this a joke?
Very well. Begin your testimony.
Mystery Man 2. What the Who? There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must have used their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Yeah, okay.
An ID card record, I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim, Bruce Goodman, and also Mike Meekins. Dude, he trailed in right after him. Who the hell came in at 420? 777. I feel like that's Gumshoe. That shit's real simple.
Just before the crime, hmm? Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too. Although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now, let's move on to the cross-examination.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Meekins, sir. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
To enter the evidence room was your ID card.
He's right.
About to be up for 24 hours. Is that the card hanging from your neck? Is that card hanging from your neck one of those ID cards? I was about to press LB again. Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. That's confusing then, because we found Bruce Goodman's ID at the prosecutor's office parking lot. Is it a fake? Ours must be a fake, because if his was used to get in the evidence room, then that one's the real one. Yeah? I'm confused.
Please proceed with your testimony.
When an ID card is used, you record of it. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
He's like, hell yeah. So it is, Your Honor. Why does Edgeworth looks like he kind of stands with his ass out a little bit, like purposely? You've got the wrong color, kid.
It would seem. The inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Okay. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. So don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was just show it to you? There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from the contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. Don't say it like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about. you're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. I'm literally just gonna, like, do this. No, what's wrong? Your Honor, what do you think about the I'm not sure I follow. It clearly, contradicts, I thought, yeah, okay. Okay, wait. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. His card. Do I use the video again? I'm confused. See, even Bruce Goodman doesn't even know his thing. His ID. That's not even Bruce Goodman, then. Who went to go fill that out? Hold on. Yeah, 5842189. Bruce Goodman didn't fill out that note. That lost item request? Or maybe it is, and he just forgot it? I'm confused. Let me use this. No? I don't like losing health. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. Their ID card? You just have to use a ID card. Right? Oh, wait. Here, let me... Duh. Yeah, found at the prosecutor's office. Okay. I literally just said that too. Golly. Okay. Wait one moment, Officer Meek. Like, see how, like, blind I am? I literally, like, myself presented something and I didn't use it in the game. That's whack. Okay. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. In my hand. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
No, Officer, Judge, no. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID.
A lost item report. It's only half complete.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. What? So ours is fake. Maybe. Hold on.
So now, what does all this mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Jake Marshall. I swear.
Does the prosecution have a response?
Oof. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. But bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime. Oh shit. The man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What is he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place. That's what I'm confused about. Like, what? Where's a body at? Like, at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. No shit. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, Ooh. Okay, I think I see where this is going. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The game's been rigged from the start.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object. Why not? Yeah, yeah, let's go. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not... Was there blood on his shoulder already? Yeah, there was, because... Yeah. The security video did not show the actual murder. What is in that first locker, bro? However, it cannot be said that it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. What is that? Here, go back. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? And who do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well, then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would like to testify, what is his or her name?
Texas Ranger, boy! Patrolman investigating the incident. The prosecutor's office thinks he's a cowboy. I'm dead. How old is Bruce Goodman? Bruce Goodman was 36. How old is Lana Skye? 31? Meekins is 22. He's younger than me, boy. Let's go. Take that! Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding this room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Is this trial former? Please be trial former. The court will take a thank you. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
I wonder if I should call this video right here, to be honest. No, because the trial former did have like a to be continued. So I'll play up until then. Let's go. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured out everything out. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Like, I'm stuck. Like, if you have anything to say, please say. You're the one accused. Can you not tell me anything? You're keeping awfully quiet. Lana, you're the one that... I'm always, like, on the same level as, like, the female assistants for Phoenix Wright, you know? Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
This dude's got some weird timing.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You've got a lack of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Skye.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh. You mean this, right?
What is that? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?
Shit. Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me.
Or could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? No way! What is that, Braille?
I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Thank you! Thank you! Here, you might do well to read them. You want me to read all of that?
I can't believe you. The chief prosecutor were a witness in that case.
Miss Skye was a witness? Files for the Joe Dark killings, solved 2 years ago. Joe Dark. All of a sudden we have a new name. What do you know about that, huh? This wouldn't be Ace Attorney if it weren't that, huh?
Take it from me. You don't want anything to do with serial murders.
Thanks.
Oh, what? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma, but why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? Huh? No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that? That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark? No, Lana! That's over with! No, what? Whoa, Emma, wait!
You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Ganton, Miles Edgeworth. What about Bruce Goodman? Is he even on here? Not to mention Lana and Emma. No mention of Bruce Goodman, though! Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I'd better take a good look at this file. Ooh! Do-do-do-do! Yes, I would like to save. Who is Joe Dark? That is dumb interesting. I feel so compelled to play this next trial now. Oh my god. Okay, so wait, what did we learn from this trial? Obviously that the person that Meekins fought was not Bruce Goodman. No shit. Like, I knew that. We just had to prove it. And we did. We did. I kept pointing out that first locker, though. How it has something, like, dangling out of it. That's... I'm pretty sure Jake Marshall did it. Or Jake Marshall is that person. Now, who actually killed Bruce Goodman? I don't know. That's still kind of up in the air. And when he was killed is still kind of up in the air as well. That's intense. This last part right here. 2 years ago, Emma would have been 14. What does she have to do with it? Man, I'm excited. Like... man, okay. God, this is heat. I'm so excited to play, like, the rest of this series. Or at least the trilogy. This is the trilogy. I'm still not even done with the first freaking game. I am playing this to, like, continue the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. If you haven't checked out, like, my, like, first game playthrough, because technically this wasn't, like, part of the vanilla first game, I'm pretty sure I just created the playlist on my channel. So it's under my playlist tab. Along with this, I am also playing Control, and I literally just finished, before this, the Infamous series, so... I played Infamous, Infamous 2, Infamous Second Son, and I just finished First Light, like, about an hour ago. Those are all on playlists on my channel. If you haven't checked out my Infamous playthroughs, please go check those out. There was a lot of fun to make and, like, replay them again, as I've played them already. But I do have ideas for what series is gonna replace that, but I kind of have to, like, make sure I have all of them, you know what I mean? But something will replace that, so that's what's going on my YouTube channel. Over on my Twitch, I am streaming Death Stranding, my grounded playthrough for The Last of Us, and my 100% playthrough for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which I plan to do 100% playthroughs for all the mainstream Assassin's Creed games. So that's what's going on. If you want to see any of that stuff mentioned, please consider subscribing here on my channel, or following me over at Twitch with the link in the description. If you liked this video and you want to see what happens next in this trial ladder, please consider leaving a thumbs up, comment on who you think did it, no spoilers please, and share it with your friends on or social medias, whatever. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Golly.